To get your FTM100 ready for PDN mode or HRI mode, you're going to need an SCU cable. This one is the SCU20, but the latest is the SCU56, and you're going to need to get your radio into either PDN mode, which is digital only, or HRI mode. So PDN mode, you would turn off the radio, hold down the DX button and turn it on. And you're in direct mode, or when it says on the radio PDN. Or if we turn it off, and you do the same to come out of the mode as well, but hold both the orange buttons, that's the DX and the GM, quite fiddly. There you are, it's waiting for connection now, but now you're in HRI mode. This is the one that actually will allow an analog connection if you've got the proper kit, which is an additional cables that attach to the SCU cable. Let's just show you where the SCU cable plugs into the back of the radio and the fact that we're using a dummy load. So you can see the SCU cable is plugging in here. It's a 10-pin plug and it only goes in one way round, so you need to make sure you get that the correct way round. And then we've just got a dummy load in here, because once you're in PDN mode, if you go into what they call access mode, where you can use an external handheld to go via the FTM100, almost treating the FTM100 like a hotspot, then this radio will be transmitting to the radio, to any radio, digital radio, C4FM, that you've got in the house, so that's important. The other thing that is important, you are going to need the latest firmware, and you're going to need your radio ID. To get your radio ID, hold down the DISP button, turn the knob till you get to GM and push the DISP button, and then go down to number 4, radio ID, push DISP, and there's your radio ID number there. On mine it's F5NNE, so that's important. Then check the firmware. To look up firmware, hold down DISP, go to number 13, DISP, then go all the way down to software, DISP, and just make sure you've got the latest firmware. Look on the YAESU site for that. You also need to register with the YAESU system to get your node and room number for the YAESU PDN system. Okay, let's get this going.